Hello, everybody. I'm Matt.
And I'm Maggie.
And we are?
Hopefully awesome.
That's right, a positive place on the internet where we nerd out about all the geeky things we love. And today's geeky thing is somebody Smallville. Because this is going back to Smallville, our weekly podcast where Maggie and I recap every episode of Smallville, week by week, episode by episode. Been going strong for almost 4.5 seasons. 3.5 seasons, I guess, because we're not all the way done with 4. So,
yeah.
But yeah, hey, remember, if you'd like to support the channel, you can head over to patreon.com/hopefullyawesome or join us as a member right here on youtube.com/hopefullyawesome, like these fine folks did right here, including our Patreon producer, YouTube producer for the month of November, Strange Marvel Theories. Thanks, you for being our Patreon/membership producer. So everybody, welcome. So yeah. we were gonna go live yesterday with Smallville. And then we had a family gathering.
At the Cracker Barrel.
Yeah, at the Cracker Barrel. The barrel of crackers, one would say.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody would say that actually. And it was fun. It was fun taking our 3-year-old to there. She did good.
She did really good. She just didn't want to eat because she saw her cousin, and there was a lot of things to look at, of course, with it being Cracker Barrel.
Lots of toys, lots of breakable things, which is great.
Also, lots of Scooby-Doo stuff. Like,
I'll just show off that mug.
Now, whenever we switch to the Super 90s playback,
I was
trying to make sure. I'll switch out my shirts for my new Scooby-Doo one.
Oh yeah.
But like, who knew
that they'd have Scooby-Doo stuff? Also,
they have like those old-timey plastic Christmas lawn ornaments, and a Scooby-Doo with a wreath around his neck, and it's just like, why is it $50?
It's weird. But yeah, so we were gonna do Smallville yesterday, and instead we were just completely wore out.
Yeah, we fell asleep on the couch.
We did.
After we put our little girl to bed.
We both did. So anyway,
it's the dream.
So now that's why we're here live early at 8 o'clock today instead of 9 o'clock, so we can knock out Smallville. But then stick around after Smallville.
Double feature tonight,
that's
guys.
Right. We're doing Super Nice playback at 9 o'clock at its standard time.
Yeah.
It will be a different stream, so if you're watching this and you want to watch that one, be sure and just click over once we end. And don't worry, I will be sure and let everyone know, hey, click over there.
Yeah. Matt ZR, he's already in chat.
Nice.
He
What's
said
up?
early today due to the holiday, LOL.
I mean, basically, yeah. You're not wrong.
And also he said, time for us to put a spell on you.
Ooh.
And he says, Matt doesn't sound as drained anymore. It's because Matt has taken this whole entire week off.
Oh my God. And it's been magical. Let me just say, like today we slept in until 8:30 and it was incredible. It was
having
wonderful.
To wake up at 6 o'clock or 6:30 is pretty nice.
Yeah. And we took our daughter to watch Trolls 3.
And she was so good.
She was really good. Way better than the last movie we went to.
I can't remember.
I think it was, Paw Patrol. She wasn't terrible at Paw Patrol.
No, Paw Patrol, she was pretty good.
Elemental, she was kind of rough with. But, yeah.
I think also, too, she's getting the hang of
what a movie
theater is. I mean, she's still standing up and stuff, but, I mean, where we were sitting at was no problem.
Yeah. And it's Trolls. I mean, like, dancing and stuff is kind of acceptable.
Yeah.
But you know what else is acceptable, Maggie?
Going back to Smallville.
Oh my. That's right, everybody.
Oh my.
So we are going back to Smallville. That's right. So I'm going to be reading off my phone today because we got a new camera. If you're joining us, this is your first time joining us this week. We got a new camera.
Yeah.
So I can actually use my phone now, which is wonderful.
Monday it was glitching out like crazy.
Oh my God. But so far, knock on wood, so far so good. I finally got the right cord for the camera.
Yeah.
And it's been working correctly. So who would have thought proper cords would make things work better? You know, who would have thought?
Who would have thought? Not me.
Hey, Maggie. This is the 80th episode of Going Back to Smallville, by the way.
Crap.
We had a calendar notification pop up saying that this was the episode that Billy was supposed to be on.
Yeah, I woke up this morning to take medication, but also, of course, I'm pregnant. I have to go use the bathroom. And
this is a lot of information to tell us about your Google Calendar notification.
I know, but like, I just happened to roll over and look. I was like, Billy, what about Billy? Billy on Smallville. I was like, oh man, it was supposed to be today, but we're way behind.
Well, and plus we didn't figure in like the bonus episodes and stuff, so we're like 18 weeks behind on when Billy was supposed to be here, which will be probably even further, because we'll be taking a break for a little. We'll see how long it lasts, but because old Henry here,
he's gonna be born.
That's right, second week in January.
Yep.
Yeah, it's exciting. We got so much to do. I got to build a crib. All right, so this is the 80th episode. Oh yeah, we do have a new plan, don't we?
Yes.
Let's not talk about that.
Well, we don't do
this is the 80th episode of Going Back to Smallville. Season 4, episode 8, Spell. I put a spell on you, and now you're mine. I like how we both just stopped.
I'm just leaving you there. I'm leaving you by yourself.
This is episode 74 of Smallville overall. 74. Can you believe it's been 74 episodes of Smallville, Maggie?
I can't believe it. Where we started from, and now this is where we're at.
Started from the bottom, but now we're here.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
Original air date was November 10th, 2004. Written by Stephen S. DeKnight. We've talked about him a little bit before.
I think so.
His previous episode includes season 4's episode Run. Run and run. That's what the Flash, Maggie.
Okay.
Directed by Genoa Schwark.
Genoa Schwark?
Whose previous episodes include season 3's episode Perry and season 3 episode Velocity. I don't really remember which one Velocity was. It was in season 3.
What was Velocity?
It's probably something stupid.
Was it that episode with Pete with the cars?
No, that was Rush, and that was. Oh wait, no, you're talking about. It might have been that one. The
drag race.
Yeah. Pete the Boss Ross.
Yes.
Yeah, smelly old pee-pee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this episode.
Oh man.
In 1604 in France, 3 evil witches, one of them Lana, one of them looks like Lana. I'm gonna say a spoiler, so I'm just gonna keep that. I don't think it was told in this episode, so I'm just not gonna say it. Countess Margaret Isabel Thoreau, Countess Justin Thoreau, are condemned to the pyre by Magistrate Wilkins, and Isabel spits blood on a symbol on a page of a book.
Oh!
In the present days, Lana buys the book, and when she touches the blood entwined with the symbol, her evil witch, I'm just going to say, her evil ancestor. Do you know that she's related to this witch?
I figured that's what the case was.
I mean, it looks like Lana.
That's usually the case.
Right. Like, it would be weird if she wasn't related to her. Okay. So it's her ancestor.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Her great.
Who the hell knows?
Great.
And like, here's the thing. Isabel is from France.
Yeah.
I'm just going to leave it there. We'll talk about it later. I don't know, like her family, her parents didn't appear to be as though they were French.
Matt.
But like the Smallville Smalls.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know. Never mind. Don't worry. We'll talk about it later.
Don't, man.
We'll talk about it later. Lana buys the book, and when she touches the blood entwined with the symbol, her evil ancestor possesses her body. She makes a spell, bringing the other 2 witches to Chloe Sullivan and Lois Lane's body. The powerful trio tries to find the 3 Kryptonian stones to increase their power. Meanwhile, a surprise birthday party for Chloe in the barn of the Kent farm becomes really hot.
Orgy.
And the trio casts spells against Jason Teague, Lex Luthor, and a powerless Clark. This is Smallville, Season 4, Episode 8, Spell. Maggie, first time watching Spell. What'd you think?
I really enjoyed it, even though it like drove me nuts at some points. Like just how their past selves were I don't know, and Chloe and Lois's bodies. Like it's just I don't know.
It was great.
It was great.
What's really fun for me is like coming from watching Supernatural, hearing Jason talk about like witches. Like it's just funny because like I mean just magic and stuff. Like just hearing him talk like that. I don't know. It was like, come on, Sam. You know?
We got some people in chat.
Hey.
Matt ZR, he says nice to see all three of us are nuts about Hocus Pocus. And we got I'm trying to make sure I'm saying it right. I'm sorry. Enviro Earth 2. This is Spell. And also he said, or she said, my bad. They said, hey, I binged all of Smallville over 3 weeks in September.
Oh, jeez.
What?
I don't see that.
Bless you.
Oh, I see it now.
I skipped over it. That's my bad.
Run, Perry, and Velocity were great. Velocity was the car racing one with Pete. Yeah, it was.
I'm so
that
proud
one.
of myself for remembering.
Pete, the boss, Ross.
And yes, we do read your messages as long as we're not caught up in.
As long as we catch
not
them.
caught up in a conversation. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. This is Maggie's first time watching Smallville. So this is what, my 10th? I don't know. Why am I asking you? You wouldn't know.
Why are you asking me?
You wouldn't know. I've watched it too many times.
Between you and my brother talking about it, that's all I know.
Are you still glad we've watched as many as we have?
Yes.
Can you feel coming in the air tonight?
What? More witches?
I was trying to quote that song and it failed.
Can you feel
Maggie.
coming in the air tonight?
All that makes me think of is Chicken Brittle from the Aqua Teen Hunger Force movie. The fourth member.
It makes me think of Mike Tyson off of Hangover.
I think about all the other stuff. You know, I think about Aqua Teen Hunger Force. The best scene in Spell was when Clark is dancing topless. Yes, it was.
And actually, that's how I got somewhat spoiled on this episode. One like sleepless night scrolling through Twitter, somebody posted
looking at topless Tom Welling photos.
No, I don't know. I think at one account on Twitter, the Lana account. You know,
yeah.
I think they must have retweeted it, and I was just like, "What is this?" You know. Then like it shows Lana and Chloe, and I was just like, and at this point I didn't know who Lois was. I was like, "Why are they dressed like this? Are they witches?" And apparently it was commentary, and they like all of a sudden started talking about Tom Welling's dancing, and they said that he was a really good dancer.
Yeah, which is how he was able to make it look so crappy.
Yeah. It also you could tell on the steps during that scene that they were laughing at him. They had to turn their heads. You could tell. It was so funny.
Can we just for a moment talk about how friggin' jacked Tom Welling was in that shot where they had his like
they had him
arms tied up? Like I thought he was gonna choke on his chest. Okay, like just the muscles I thought were gonna suffocate him. All right, it's insane. Like he didn't have to go that hard. I know he's Superman, and like I know nowadays it's expected. Like you gotta be just ripped if you're gonna be like a superhero or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, even Paul Rudd went and got abs for Ant-Man. You know, but like 2004 Smallville was. I mean, look at Brandon Routh. Like he didn't get jacked. No, you know, and like damn. Tom Welling just why did his career just not soar
I don't think
after this, you know?
I don't think the right roles after this were picked out right.
I mean, are you trying to tell me the Cheaper by the Dozen 1 and 2 was not the proper roles for Tom Welling? Somebody
posted a meme and said, "Yeah, this is his sophomore in high school."
Yeah, dude, God. Just jacked. Oh my god. So good.
Matt ZR says, "Don't know if I'd say the witch is an ancestor of Lana, since it could be a part of a spell. Magic is pretty much a whatever they want thing." That is true.
That's true. That's a good point.
And Enviro says, "Did Jensen do any topless scenes?" Oh yeah, and the one in Oh, well, I won't say any of that because I don't think I'm supposed to know that.
It's okay. Don't worry. I don't really remember that, to be
Okay.
honest. But we'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Okay.
So, Maggie, let's get into war and talk about some relationships and how they progress this week. We had a touch on like all 4 of the relationships we talk about. So, let's do it.
What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again.
All right, we are back. So, war, what is it good for? How Clark and Lana have progressed this week. So, Clark and not Lana shared a kiss, which it was the witch.
Yeah.
What do we call them? What are we calling the witches?
Witches.
The witches.
Witches, because they're
Witches
called
get
witches.
stitches.
Yeah, because they're snitches.
I'm out of breath. Snitch is the name of the ball from Harry Potter, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So then actual Lana finds out that Clark didn't get Jason fired. Lana confides in Clark about her evil witch tattoo and says that she wished she had told Clark sooner. And
so Clark, do you know what it means?
And of course Clark says no.
Liar.
Because Clark lies to Lana and says he doesn't know what it means. So this is we're starting to see the Lana and Clark not I don't know. I wouldn't say they're like they're on the upswing or anything. I mean, they're not as bad off as they were.
No.
But
She's
like,
actually speaking to him.
Yeah, I mean, she went to the barn. You know, like that's a lot. That's more than what she's done
she walked
previously.
up the steps to the loft.
Yeah,
that's a big deal.
Saw him with a bra. Or no, it wasn't a bra. It
Undies.
was, yeah, it was,
Jonathan found the bra.
Yeah, that's true. It was magic, I bet.
I bet.
It's maybe the best line
Son,
in the whole
I
series.
bet.
That was Martha.
Oh, yeah.
So good. So yeah, I mean, obviously, we're big Lois fans here. Right,
Yes.
Clark and Lois, yeah.
Yes. I
So,
had to think for a second. I was like,
I think
say Lana.
We've
How
both
dare he?
we've both kind of gotten done with the Lana stuff. And unfortunately, it's not all done yet.
I know.
Like, it keeps going. Like, the back and forth.
The
just,
magic's gone.
God. I know, it's back. It's here today.
No.
Spell. It's all about magic.
I know, but I meant about Clark and Lana.
And then, of course, we have how Clark and Lex progress this week. So, Clark saved Lex from the piano spell.
Yeah.
And Lex came forward and told Lana that it wasn't Clark that got Jason fired, but it was him. Which, let's not talk about that specific piece yet, because that'll be between Lex and Lana. But interesting here.
Yes.
Seeing how Lex came out with that, you know?
Yeah.
Actually, let's go ahead and talk about that. So, how Lana and Lex have progressed this week. It is alluded to that Lex likes Lana when she asks Lex for a bottle of wine, but while she's possessed.
Yeah.
And then Lex is like, how could I turn away Lana or whatever?
Yeah.
You know, he says something like,
how can I say no?
Yeah. And it's like, okay. Yeah, he wants the goop.
What?
You know.
You were around your brother too long last night.
The strange Maggie. He wants some of that.
Stop.
He wants some of that
I'm gonna
space
mute
drink.
you.
He wants some of that orange space drink. You know what I'm talking about? The Tang.
Tank's not even a sports drink.
I said space.
Oh.
Space drink. It was made for space. It was made for space. Then Lana is very pissed at Lex for getting Jason fired. So let's. I want to talk about this for a second. So the Lex getting Jason fired thing.
Yeah.
So obviously he likes her.
Yeah, and he says that he's doing it in her best interest.
Yeah, to protect her. He
her.
specifically says he's doing it to protect her.
Which she doesn't need protecting, as she's already stated a gazillion times.
Which I find it interesting, and I think this is kind of this kind of shows the parallels and the differences between Clark and Lex.
Yeah.
In that they both want to protect Lana, but the way Lex goes about it is through like secrecy and manipulation.
Yeah.
Right. Whereas Clark is pretty straightforward about it. Like, granted, he has to hide that he's got superpowers and stuff. That's one thing. But like, if he was worried, he has been worried in the past about who she's with. Like when she was with Randy, I'm Randy. Like when she's with him, right?
Yeah, and Adam.
Yeah, and Adam, and like he goes and talks to him. You know, like he doesn't just like try and break him up from the shadows, which is what Lex does. And so like Lex thinks that that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Which is obviously not. And so it's just they're both trying to do the same thing, but just how they go about it, I think, is everything that explains why Lex and Superman are complete opposites of each other. And I don't know, just that one little scene between him and her, I was like, man, that really like just really encompasses their entire mythos of Superman and Lex Luthor. You know, like it's perfect. It just how just straightforward it is.
Oh yeah,
because Lex is not doing something bad.
No,
in his mind anyway. And I mean, even you know, from the outside, I mean, it's not really that bad either. Like, I mean, a high schooler dating a teacher, regardless of how they got together and stuff, like it's not good, right? Yeah. So I mean, like he's not necessarily doing something bad, but just the way he goes about it.
Yeah.
And again, that's Lex and Superman. So anyway, I don't want to keep beating this down, but yeah.
We got some conversation going on in chat. Yes, we are watching one a week. Thank you, Matt ZR, for explaining. Enviro Earth says, I'm a Lana fan. I think they had more chemistry. It's an unpopular opinion. And I think Lois always puts Clark down. Abusive.
I mean,
Matt ZR says, you aren't wrong, but never liked Lana since she was a drama queen.
That girl was a one-time teenage drama queen. A hyped up everything wannabe.
And Enviro says Lex was creepy with Lana even back in season 1. One could say that's why he did the Talon with her. It's true. Mm-hmm. And then he also said, Matt, there's no right or wrong, just opinion, so be respectful. Whoa.
That's right. There you go.
Yeah.
Be respect the unexpected. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just saying words right now. Okay, so lastly, we've got how Clark and Lois have progressed this week. So Lois returns. Finally. Been too long. It's been like, what, 4 episodes?
Yeah, she just pulls up and says, hey, we're doing this party.
Yeah, like as if
Clark's like, no, I told you no.
Dude, as if nothing had happened. Yeah. You know, she's just like, no, we're doing this party, by the way. Like, it's happening, Clark.
Clark's like, I told you we can't do it.
I love that. Like, it's even for us, the audience, we're just like, seeing Lois again for the first time, and she just no precursor to it, just boom.
Yeah.
Just, it was great. I loved it. And then evil Lois, evil witch Lois, sorry, I put with Lois. It's evil witch Lois, shows some interest in Clark's body.
Yeah.
Says it's hard.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it wasn't specifically to Clark, but I mean, there was a lot of times where she's like,
well, like,
yeah,
well, especially towards Clark, like when she's like, oh man,
she's like, look at that dude getting choked out by his muscles.
Like they were talking about all the things that had changed.
I'd like for his muscles to choke me out.
and she points out, yeah, the men here are hard. I was like, well, probably because back then they didn't have to worry about, working out and stuff.
I thought she was going to make like a boner joke.
Nope.
Man.
You did. Boink.
Nailed it. So yeah, lots of things have happened. It is great to have Lois back, obviously. Yes. But lots of things happen, mainly between Clark and Lana. And it's I'm curious to see how Clark and Jason, how they interact with each other. So after this.
Yeah. Which also Jason came to him for help.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Which Clark, did he know that he caught him? I guess he didn't know that he caught him. Because he was like knocked out or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe he saw the barn at midnight on the side of the building and was like, I bet that's Clark's barn.
Graffiti.
Meanwhile, at Clark's barn. Are you gonna,
yeah.
Is he gonna do the I hate it.
Stupid rooster.
Why did I remind you of that? All right, let's get into continuity.
Should have done Screaming Horses.
All right, continuity. So here's how everything changed this week. Maggie, a spell is a word or phrase that has a magic power to it. The title refers to the various spells that Isabel casts, including the ones that allow her to possess Lana and take away Clark's powers.
Oh.
Yeah. In a deleted scene, so we're going to say this is canon. In a deleted scene, Chloe unwraps Clark's large blue present because we see him wrap it when we never saw him.
We didn't get to see the crappy wrap present. What was it?
It's actually a shared gift from him and Lois, which I don't know if that just means Lois took some credit for it also. But it is an antique typewriter of the same model used by Nellie Bly, Chloe's historic journalist idol.
Oh.
Yeah.
But too bad Chloe as a witch did not appreciate it.
I doubt she opened it. Like, he probably gave it to her after.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And also the present. Well, wait. No, that would be DC References. Never mind.
What?
That the present was wrapped in blue and red.
Oh, yeah. I don't think I put that in there. But yeah, we'll say that was a reference.
Okay.
I like it. Let's see here. So this is continuity. So there's some random crap here. In Crusade, Chloe's gravestone clearly lists her birth year as 1987, meaning it would be her 17th birthday in 2004. However, this episode proves the birth year on the gravestone to be a production error because Lois tells Clark the party is for Chloe's 18th birthday, and Chloe states the same in the deleted scenes. Also, it is unlikely Chloe would start her high school senior year at age 16. However, the episode takes place no earlier than December of 2004, considering Smallville's football season ended in Jinx and high school football ends in December. So it's possible that it is 2005 in Smallville at the time.
Yeah.
Even though this aired in November of 2004.
Okay.
So how old is Chloe? Well, she's 18.
She's 18.
Whether the fake tombstone was a production error or not, that's a whole other thing. But she is 18. So I'm gonna say,
you know what? That grave wasn't even real to begin with.
Yeah, but I mean, people would have noticed if it had the wrong year on it.
Yeah. Well.
Maybe. I mean, maybe they didn't.
Maybe they didn't.
You know, I mean, her dad's dead, so maybe people are like,
Her dad's not dead.
No, they thought her dad was dead.
Oh, okay.
They thought they were all dead.
I thought you said, yeah, her dad's dead, so.
No, like, they thought they were dead. And, like, plus, who would have been there to really give a crap? You know, Lois, she doesn't know what year it is. Come on. We're talking about Lois. Yeah.
Lois that's in college doesn't know what year it is.
Yeah. She couldn't even graduate high school. She had to go back to Barn U, you know?
No, Lex had to get her out of Barn U to go to MU.
I love that it's high school and we're calling it Barn U. I like it. Lex plays the piano.
I went to Barn U.
Lex plays the piano. However, in season 3, Lex told Adam that he didn't know how to play the piano after Adam played a complicated piece. So did Lex learn the piano after that?
That's a good...
Or is it just a production error?
Production error.
Although possessed by a witch, this is the first time that Lois learns Clark's secret. Though she's a witch, so it doesn't really count.
No.
Let's see here. Although, nope, this is the last time Clark wears a yellow jacket. I don't even remember him wearing a yellow jacket.
I mean, I remember like in past seasons, like there's been
Are they talking about like
random
his Carhartt jacket?
I bet that's what it is. It's brown. It's not yellow.
Yeah, tan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Barn U Letterman jacket right there.
Should we start a podcast called Barn U? And it's just
I went to a Barn U, yeah.
Back at the barnyard. Barnyard. Going back to the barnyard.
But everybody's going to think it's that movie Barnyard.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's a podcast. It's this, but it's for the movie and the show Barnyard. It's a boy cow.
I know.
Boy cows don't have udders.
Kevin James is the voiceover.
Is that a part of the plot? That he shouldn't have udders? Or?
I don't know.
I never watched
I only
it.
watched the show. I didn't ever watch the movie.
While, let's see here. This is the last time. It is interesting as to how Clark shaves or has his haircut, seeing that the scissors broke when Lana tried to cut off a lock of his hair, which he then just fucking.
Yeah, he's like, I'll give you some hair.
Is this enough, bitch? You ready to finish this? Let's see here. This episode establishes the existence of magic in the universe of Smallville. So I guess Jinx, not magic.
Yeah.
I guess.
Didn't we have this same conversation?
We did. We
Okay.
did. And we don't have to rehash it.
Magics.
I still think Mr. Mixelpidalic or whatever is magic. I still think it's just magic. Like him saying, like, you know.
Oh.
What?
Didn't I agree with that?
Maybe. No, I thought you and Matt ZR were like, metahumans.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I mean, it's fine. Whatever. Let's see here. With the magic, Clark's weakness to magic is also revealed in this episode.
Yeah.
So now if anybody
Dad.
has magic.
Dad, it can hurt.
Clark, I know this is
And
Smallville
also-
and all, but witches and magic?
And braziers.
No, Clark, you don't. I'm gonna stop. Let's see here. With Margaret Isabel Thoreau, Madeline Hibbins, and Brianna Withridge, all being witches from France, this episode reinforced the notion that there are people with powers, either metahuman or magical, outside of the United States. This has been introduced in the episode before, Jinx, which had introduced Eastern European metahuman Mikhail Mixelpidalic. So there you go. This episode has actor commentary on the season 4 DVDs. According to Allison Mack, Tom Welling is actually a very good dancer and was deliberately acting goofy during the party scene to make the girls laugh. And I will say, the way he was dancing.
I
on the
love when
steps-
the Princeton guy came. He's like, Clark. He's like, hey.
It was terrible.
It was.
Like, his dancing was terrible, but in the best way.
But yeah.
It was great. Like he did it perfectly.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like he was a bad dancer. Like
No,
they're
no.
right. Like he has to be a good dancer to have done it that poorly. Yeah. It was
Yeah,
great.
I love that.
This episode confirms that both Lana and Clark are still virgins. Okay, hang on.
We got some beef to straighten out here about this.
We call bullshit. All right,
Yes,
there's
on
no
one of
way. Clark, yes, I don't think Clark. I
He's
think Clark's a
innocent
virgin
baby.
still currently.
He's an innocent baby.
But like,
Lana?
dude, no.
As long as she was with Whitney, and also I'm not living up above the Talon.
Yeah, and I mean, let's not forget Jason Teague. He came from France. Dude, you don't like
After 3 months.
yeah, you don't move across like continents
Mm-mm.
if you're not going to Pound Town, all right? You know what I mean? I'm just saying, all right?
Yeah.
I'm just saying. There ain't no way.
No.
You don't go to Barn U.
Especially like whenever she got that tattoo, like
Yeah.
she started wearing those like backless tops. No,
Yeah.
No.
So wait. Never mind.
she's
I just think it's I don't know.
that's cool.
The fact that Clark and Lana haven't boned yet, I think, is a lie.
We've been screaming.
Yeah, like I mean that should have happened a long time ago.
Forever.
Not even like because like we want them to. Just from a matter of they would have.
Yeah.
Like logically speaking, this would have happened a long time ago. You know, like come on. Remember that time they had the picnic by the tree? Nah. It would have been done then. All right. Let me tell you, when they were skinny dipping in the lake, even though that was a dream, still would have counted.
Yep.
All right. It wouldn't have been Clark. Wouldn't
just
been the
like
only
how
one being
Clark-
wet, if you know what I'm saying.
I just like how Clark, like at the end of the episode, she's like, "Yeah, we could go swimming at the lake," and he said, "With clothes on, right?"
He's like, I don't think skinny dipping would be a great idea,
Yeah,
Lana.
she's like, "We're gonna have bathing suits."
Who said anything about skinny dipping? Let's see here. But in spite of Clark's time as Cal, under the uninhibited effects of red kryptonite in Metropolis, he's still a virgin. So even Cal didn't have sex, apparently.
Apparently.
This confirms what the bartender at the Atlantis nightclub said in Exile about Clark always going home alone. It's just you and your hand tonight, Clark. That's a song.
I know. It's pink.
Well, his hand probably was pink after. Clark was stripped of his powers by Lana and Isabel. Lana/Isabel.
Yeah.
This marks the 5th time Clark has lost his powers. The other losses occurred in Maggie. Can you name the other 4 times
Oh, crap.
Clark lost his powers?
Wait. It was Transcendence?
Which episode are you talking about?
Transference, my bad.
With Lionel?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I was gonna give it to you. I was just
said
making sure.
Transcendence, my bad. It's Transference. And
I was gonna make sure you had the right episode in mind, but yeah. There are 3 more times.
Remember Pete being there. Cried. What was it? Perry?
Perry, yeah, that's one. 2 more. And I'll give you a hint. These 2 episodes tied together. Not like back to back, but like they have that's the same reason he loses powers in both of them.
I don't have chat open, guys, so don't. It's not Vortex.
You ready? I'm gonna tell you.
Tell me.
Superboy.
Ah.
Yeah, Eric.
Yeah, that is right.
In the episodes
That's a transfer.
Leech and Asylum, because he took it from him both times.
Yeah.
There you go. Hey, 2 out of 4 ain't bad. You know. Lana, as Isabel says, Madeline and Brianna, that once they have acquired all 3 stones of power, they will walk the earth like gods amongst men. The message in the ship that Jor-El wrote to Clark similarly stated on that on Earth he will be a god amongst men. In the episode Rosetta. Yeah. The manuscript that Lex acquired and run is obviously of extreme value to Countess Isabel. This is the 2nd time Chloe learns Clark's secret, although she too was possessed by a witch. She first learned it in the season 2 episode Rush. When she gets red Chloe.
Rush.
It's just
Hurry.
a little rush. What did you think about all the continuity changes? Any major things happen this week that you are like, oh wow? I mean, I guess dealing with the witch stuff.
Which stuff?
Like magic. Which
Yeah.
you knew that was kind of coming. So
Yeah.
I mean, I gotta say, the first time watching this, not really knowing what to expect, like coming from Buffy, because I watched Buffy and Angel, right? It wasn't like completely out of left field because I
Yeah.
was already used to like teen like magic stuff, but like it was just interesting seeing Clark interact with it in this world, you know.
Yeah.
But it was good. I really liked it. I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
And I think this is one of the reasons why I like season 4 so much, is because it just feels like they're willing to try some things a little bit,
Yeah.
you know. And like this is a part of that ongoing story of like the 3 stones and all that stuff. So it's kind of cool that we just kind of keep touching back to that, which they continue to do pretty much the rest of the series. I think 5 kind of builds to the episode 100.
Yeah.
And so the back half of the season doesn't feel as connected as the first half. I feel like season 6 mostly is a continuing story. Season 7's kind of all over the place. But then 8, 9, and 10 are very much like there's one story overall, and it just kind of keeps going back to it. Still, we have individual episodes, obviously, but it's more like season 4. So season 4 really kind of sets the standard for Smallville going forward. So, with that being said, let's welcome to the party all the new characters we met this week.
Welcome to the party, pal!
Witches.
Margaret, Isabel, Thoreau. I didn't include the others.
Marguerite.
I didn't feel like they were important enough.
Yeah. I don't blame you.
Come on.
Jenna and Regina.
Speaking of Regina, I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's talk about our freak of the week.
Major Funky.
Freak of the week this week is The Witches. I'm just gonna type that in. The Witches.
What was
Current-
the Sanderson sisters?
We can read it. The Sanderson sisters.
Yeah.
Sanderson sisters. I thought we were gonna call them the Countess Justin Thoreau.
Oh yeah, that is
it's
the other
fine.
one. The
It's fine.
Countess
We'll just do
Justin
Sanderson
Thoreau.
sisters. I like it better. Current ranking. We got at number 7, Mr. Knife Guy. Number 6, Crip Tuck. Number 5, Hopelessly Devoted. Number 4, Mixelpidlick. Number 3, Kal-El. Number 2, Flark. And at number 1, Bart.
Part.
Maggie, where do you want to put the Sanderson sisters?
Let's see. I want to say number 2.
Number 2, above Flark?
Yeah, above Flark.
Damn. I mean, I was thinking at least number 4, at least Mixelpidlick, like above Mixelpidlick.
Yeah.
I could see the argument for Kal-El. I mean, I love Clark Flan.
Yeah, I love that too.
Even though it wasn't Clark. And like the Flark episode, yeah, but I agree. Like they were really fun.
Yeah.
And like it's always fun seeing somebody fuck shit up with everybody's like emotions
I was like
and shit.
screaming at the TV. You should know better. This person is not acting like themselves.
Like Clark definitely should have known. Like it's one thing when Lana and Chloe don't know,
when
like when Clark's not Clark, like which is stupid at this point.
Yeah.
Like they should all know when people are not acting normal
Yeah.
that oh there's something going on.
yeah.
But like Clark should have definitely known that they were witches, or at least just not themselves. Like
yeah.
he should have known that by super easily. Okay, I'm with you. The Sanderson sisters. I love that Bart is still number 1.
Bart.
I hope Bart stays number 1.
I hope so. Too.
I can't think if there's another one,
Yeah.
but I think Bart will probably be number 1.
Yeah.
So new current ranking: number 1, Bart; number 2, the Sanderson sisters; number 3, Flark; number 4, Kal-El; number 5, Mixelpidlick; number 6, Hopelessly Devoted; number 7, Crip Tuck; and number 8, Mr. Knife Guy.
Yeah.
No more Mr. Knife Guy.
Whew.
You okay?
Yeah. Our little Clark
Mm.
Jr. is bumping.
Mm.
Yeah.
Club is bumping.
I do have chat closed, guys.
Do what?
They're throwing up spoilers up in chat.
Oh, are you looking at it? I thought you
No,
said you
well-
had chat closed.
Well, I just checked back up on it, you
Oh,
know.
yeah.
Because, like, we was talking about, ranking the
Yeah.
people of the season. And I was like, oh my God. Yeah, I have it. I'm not looking at anything. I don't know anything.
Well, now I'm curious what they got going in chat. Which, I mean,
They've
that's
been
fine.
going back and forth for a while. I mean, I could see it like this tiny sliver
Yeah,
over
yeah.
here on the computer screen. Like, I could see it moving.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, just don't look at chat.
Why not? I
Like,
just wanted to remind them. I have it closed.
well, I mean, I can. How about this, mate? You talk a little bit. I'll check chat and see if there's anything that needs to be called out. Because normally you're our chat queen.
Yeah.
You're my chat
You
queen.
took my job away, guys.
Nah,
that's
it's
what
okay.
you
We
said.
want them to talk. We want
I
chat.
know.
Thanks for chatting, everybody. We're not telling them to not chat.
Don't
It's
chat.
just you. We don't want you to be spoiled.
Yeah.
So you don't look at it. That's
Okay.
that's the key. So you talk to him for a second.
I'm sorry. Of course, put me on the spot to start yawning. Also, let's see. What was it? Oh, you said, what happened to the page that Lex had that she made, Isabel made disappear? Like whenever she comes in to ask for that wine.
I love Matt ZR. I don't know how long ago this was, but it says Maggie ignore chat.
Yes. Whenever I saw that at the bottom, because I usually go from bottom to top sometimes, and I saw that, I was like, well, at least somebody's looking out for me. But how Lizabella, I should call her, because it's Lana Lizabella.
Hey, for real, don't worry about spoilers. I kind of got caught up, I scrolled through, but I love the conversation that's going on. Like, I can't wait to look at it myself, because I'm like, finally I can talk about Smallville with somebody about like where it goes,
Yeah.
because I don't want to spoil it for
Do they
you.
still have AIM?
God, Maggie. All right. Anyway, let's get into the next segment here. So, I guess I didn't put this in here, but we could do Traitor.
Okay.
Here's Traitor.
Traitor!
All right. So under Traitor, we've got, again, I didn't put it in here, but Lex turned on Lana by getting Jason fired. So I mean,
Wah wah.
who's in the right? Who's in the wrong? Whose side you on?
I mean, I completely agree, like with how Lex worded it to her.
Yeah.
That he's in a place of Jason's in a place of authority in high school, and him dating a high schooler doesn't necessarily look good.
Scott Pilgrim's dating a high schooler? Scandal.
She's not really my girlfriend.
I mean, I think they're both wrong. I'll just put it that way. I'll put it that way. Like, Lana, I mean, here's the thing. The only person that's really in the wrong is Jason. Like, why the fuck would you get a job at your girlfriend's school? You know?
Yeah.
Like, dude, and like a high school assistant coach is not going to be making that much. So, I mean, go work at like fucking Blockbuster or something.
And also, if you're not teaching a class, you sure as heck wouldn't have your own office.
Yeah.
So,
not cool.
I guarantee you're apparently still in college, so I'm guessing you don't have a degree in anything. Therefore, you don't have a teaching license. I could go way down deep into this path, guys.
Yeah.
Because where I am located at as a teacher, an assistant coach on the side doesn't even break barely $1,000. I don't know how much.
Like a season?
Yeah, because they
like
get
for
paid.
the whole season.
Yeah, because they get paid at the beginning half of that, and at the end of the season the other half.
So what you're telling me is the Smallville writers have no idea what they're talking about.
No.
Although the show is shot in Canada, so maybe up there,
maybe up there's better. But like, I'm just thinking back to when I was in high school, because I did go to a Barn U high school, and yeah, if you were a coach and you got to teach, you had a salary, a livable salary, somewhat.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just being a coach on the side. No, there's no way you could live off of that, man, for the rest of the year.
Let's get into Puberty, but with superpowers.
Yeah. Big change.
Clark uses the following abilities in this episode. Super speed, super strength, heat vision, invulnerability, and super dexterity. Was that while he was
chained up? Man, they clawed the far.
Yeah, dude, they jacked up his chest. They're like, that's great. Isabel uses skin. Isabel uses the following abilities in this episode: possession, magic with a K, teleportation, telekinesis, and pyrokinesis. Yeah, I would have just said magics, but apparently
it's Magix. Magics.
Ooh. All right. No flats, no tights. Did they break this rule this week? Maggie, did they break the no flats, no tights rule this week?
He flew with the help of a witch.
They didn't like levitate him.
Yeah.
And they gave it like the devil horns.
Yeah, I like that.
Hell, Satan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Satan's pretty cool. I don't know. Satan's pretty cool. I don't know.
Satan's pretty cool.
But no, obviously, I mean, you know, they talk about Superman wearing his underwear on the outside. Yeah. We do see Clark in his boxers, so the same.
I mean, that birthday party became an orgy, so.
I mean, honestly, probably a lot better than the piece of shit party Lana or Lois was gonna throw for her. All right, like Clark's trying to have an interview with a guy from Princeton of all places.
Yeah.
Does Clark really think that his parents is going to let him go to Princeton? Like, even if he could get it paid for, like, come on. His dad wouldn't even let him, like...
That's pretty far from Smallville.
I just don't see it. No. I'm surprised they didn't homeschool Clark, if we're being honest. I mean, I guess the show needed to happen. But, like, you know...
Plot, Matt. Plot. I killed him. I did this.
You killed me, Maggie. God, I can't get it. So now let's get into That's Just Prime, our favorite quotes of the episode.
Well, that's just prime.
Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry for coughing so much.
I'm trying to find like Ricolas.
I've got a mint in. I think it's just, it's that time of year.
Stuff.
Lois, I'm gorgeous. Look at these. Lana says, slightly annoyed, yes, they're very nice. Jonathan, hey, Clark, son, is there maybe a little something you'd like to tell your mother and me? He lifts up a brassiere. Call it a brassiere. Martha, where did that come from? From out in the barn in the hay. Clark, it was magic. Martha, I'm sure it was, but no, I mean, it really was. Look, I should not have thrown this party without talking to you guys. I know that, but it's the way things spun out of control. It was Lana. Well, it wasn't Lana exactly. She was possessed by a witch who then cast a spell on us, and that's how that happened. Son, I realized that after all, this is Smallville, but witches and spells and magic. Dad, magic is real. It exists. I saw it, and worse, it can hurt me. Damn it, Bobby.
That's my purse. What is it?
What the hell are you
What Bobby
talking
Hill
about?
says. Whenever he learns self-defense with the women, he says, that's my purse.
Oh my god. My favorite is when
Because that's become a meme in itself.
when Bobby wants to be a magician
Okay.
and so they go to church and he's like, it's the amazing Jesus. Water into wine. Luke chapter 6. And they're like, no.
No,
It's like,
don't do it.
I'm gonna need two assistants from the audience with a pair of nails and some wood. So
I completely forgot about that.
oh my god, that was my dad was like, yeah, we're not watching the show anymore. All right, let's get into DC References, part of a bigger universe. You just don't know it yet.
You become part of a bigger universe. You just don't know it yet.
All right, we only got 3 with this one. So, in the comics, Superman is also vulnerable to magic.
Yep.
The featured trio of witches makes a reference to, quote, the Charmed Ones from Charmed. Although the 3 witch sisters actually protect the innocents from evil instead of having the villainous conduct of Isabel, Madeline, and Brianna, their chants as well as its side effects resemble the ones of the Craft. Yes. So there you go.
That is very true. It does. They have very much a Craft vibe too.
Yeah. I need to watch Craft. I've never watched Craft. Yeah. I think we bought it.
Yes, we did. Because I told you need to watch it. That's like one of the pieces of 90s I think film that everybody should have went through.
Yeah. I'm down. The symbol on the cover of the spellbook resembles the Superman logo, though this is also similar in shape to the pedestal in the hidden room of the caves for the 3 Stones of Power. So it's the classic.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
I noticed that.
Yeah. There you go. In Mario Kart DS, the first Mario Kart for the DS, not 3DS, just regular DS, you can make your own symbol.
Yeah.
And I made the Superman logo as my symbol, and it would be on your cart.
Yeah.
And also if you were racing on Wi-Fi with other people, it would be.
They would see it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It was cool. I really liked it.
Thank you.
Now let's get into the Talon mix. Remy Zero.
Hey, I like these guys. Yeah. Remy Zero!
All right. What
What are you doing?
I was looking at chat.
Okay.
Kind
I
of.
figured.
Yeah. It keeps catching my eye. Here's the thing. Matt ZR has the same first name as me.
Yes.
So I see Matt popping up a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what?
What are you
What?
are
But
you
it's Matt
talking
ZR.
about
Which
me?
is good. Don't get me wrong. It's good. I'm glad.
Yeah.
It's good. It keeps it's like if you saw Maggie pop up,
Yeah.
it would catch your eye. You know what I mean? So anyway, this week on Smallville, we had Impromptu number 2 in E flat by Schubert. Blame by Black Toast Magic.
Ooh.
What You Waiting For by Gwen Stefani.
Stefani.
And I'm sequence. I can't do it. I lost my voice.
It's funny. There's spaghetti in my video.
Sunday morning.
Sunday morning.
Yeah, I can't do it. My voice is gone. Let's see. We Might As Well Be Strangers by Maggie's favorite, Keen.
Yeah.
I walk the line. Of course, it's not that song.
It's not that one.
Now
I
it's
think they've already
time
used it.
for the countdown to
Billy.
18 weeks. Asterisk. It'll be more than 18 weeks,
Yeah,
but
it will.
18 weeks until Billy gets here.
Yeah.
You okay?
Sorry.
You okay? Do we need to get to the hospital?
No.
Okay.
No, he's just kicking me a
This
lot.
is what gonna start happening now.
Yeah.
Like from now until the time, like when you make that
I
face,
will
you're
at
like, are we going? Is it
I
on?
can't describe how it feels. It's
Am I
just
getting the go bag?
so uncomfortable. Like when he kicks in certain places, it just sucks.
I mean, I can't imagine it would feel good having a tiny human kicking your insides.
Yeah. But at least I don't feel like I did Monday.
Mm.
Monday night, oh my God. I had to bail on the Hopefully Awesome show. And
It's
Matt
okay.
had to call me so we could rank the movies.
That was great.
Because I was laying in the bed.
That was
so.
great. I need to, whenever you go on maternity leave, I need to like reset the set a little bit so it can be like a one man, like thinking like that lizard guy or gecko guy
gecko
on,
guy on
TikTok. Yeah.
The call in
Yeah.
for therapy or
Yeah.
whatever.
Maybe I'll get like a cigarette and just be like,
No, you
next
need,
caller.
You need a fake cigarette.
like an e-cig.
No, not e-cig. They make fake ones like that light up.
Oh, but they don't do anything?
No.
No, that would be good actually.
Yeah.
Because God knows I can't smoke.
No.
Like I can
And also,
barely
you do
breathe
not
as it
need
is.
nicotine in your system. You would lose your mind.
Maybe I do need it. Next time on Smallville.
Next time, Gadget. Next time.
One of these days I'm going to update these graphics. One day.
Never.
Probably never. Yeah. Next week, the episode entitled Bound.
Did they top Clark again?
Bound.
Like,
Based
you're
solely
bound.
on the name, Maggie, what do you think the plot of next week's episode is?
Bound by love. No.
I'll be honest. Billy was last night. Billy was even talking about an episode that's coming up this season. I still don't remember what he's talking about. Like I'm not gonna tell you obviously. But like
That's
I
why
don't
we
know,
needed Billy for tonight.
I don't know what this episode is. Like
Yeah.
Bound. I don't. I'm sure once we start watching it, I'll
Bound
remember.
by music, bound by love, bound by spells,
Bound
bound
by
by family.
So wait. All of those things?
I'm just throwing out multiple guesses. Bound by time.
Because
Bound-
one of them's bound to be right. All right, everybody. That's gonna wrap it. Oh my God, just stop. That's gonna wrap it up for us tonight on Going Back to Smallville. Remember, we will be back live again next week for Going Back to Smallville. The next episode, Bound.
Done something to the screen.
Oh gosh.
Oh, it's where I switched the camera. The slides.
Well, try to move the slide back. There we go. Oh my God, we'll have to figure
Holy
that out.
crap! I'm so sorry. I did break the camera.
It's okay. So anyway, remember, if you'd like to support the channel, you can head over to patreon.com/hopefullyawesome, or you can join us right here, become a member on youtube.com/hopefullyawesome. Again, we'll be back live next week with another rendition of Going Back to Smallville. But if you're live with us right now, be sure and stick around. We'll be going live shortly with
switching streams.
Yes, a Super 90s playback where we will be watching another VHS tape.
Yeah.
So-
Happy Thanksgiving.
That's right. We got special Thanksgiving specials from 1997 is what we're going to be checking
Heck
out.
yeah,
So
y'all.
be sure and come back for that. But until then, thanks for watching. Everybody go switch over to that stream. And as always,
Have a hopefully awesome day.
bye.